absolutely smashed it, ended up winning the competition, and since then I have seen you everywhere. Obviously, I follow you on social media.
Yes.
But tell us a little bit about from when you won Breakthrough this year to now what's happening in your life. What are you achieving?
So from Breakthrough, that was an amazing competition. Everyone's so lovely. The judges are really encouraging. From what I've done since that, I've
learned a lot.
Yes. I've grown a lot. I have my vocal coach, Danielle Pascioni, and she's definitely given me that extra step up from when I did Breakthrough. I've been able to sing harder songs that I thought I'd never be able to sing, and she's given me that advice and giving me,
So from Breakthrough, have you been given different opportunities in the community that have not just furthered your skill, but maybe given you different performance opportunities? A job.
Yeah,
That's
a
what I was
job,
looking
yes.
for.
Yeah.
I was trying to sound better than that. I was saying performance opportunities, but yes, a job.
Yeah, I've done a lot. Thank you, Jess. And, everyone.
No worries.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're thanking me. No, you are the one that's... Yeah, no, we love having you on here. I have seen you at shopping centres perform. You told me just before that you performed in Italy at a wedding?
Yes. So my cousins were getting married over in Italy, and they had seen me perform on Instagram, and they were like, because last time I went was, I think it was 2016, and I was kind of like, I was singing back then, but not
quite as well.
Not as to the level I am now.
So are your cousins from, and they live in Italy?
Yes.
Okay,
so
beautiful.
Sicily, in oh my God, brain.
That's all right. I have them all the time.
Geography is not my strong point.
But Sicily is like down in the big toe
Sicily,
part.
Yeah, Sicily, yes.
Yeah.
From
Caltabellotto, sorry. Yeah, that's right. And they asked me to sing at their wedding, so I chose a song, and then I sung half of it. The song was "I'll Always Love You" with Houston, and then
That is a tough song.
I learnt half of it in Italian for them.
Of course, because it's just a challenge. You half the song in Italian, not only singing a hard song.
Hang on a second. If your family's from Italy, does that make you guys Italian? Do you speak Italian at home, or did you have to learn it?
Dad speaks Italian.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't, even though my family is Italian as well.
Yeah.
So he helped her a lot with the pronunciation.
And
This
also,
is Cherie, Gisella's mum, by the way.
Hello.
Also, my vocal coach, Danielle Pascioni, she also helped me with it, with pronunciation, because obviously I don't speak fluent Italian, and also my nonna was helping me as well with pronunciation.
I love that everyone got
Because you
involved.
don't want to say the wrong word, do you?
No.
Especially with the song "I Will Always Love You."
Yes,
Accidentally.
There could be some errors in if you don't pronounce your words correctly. Which
I'd quite like to see that, though. I
that's
think
a
I'd have a
bit
little
humorous.
giggle.
Yeah. And actually, when we were there, I sung 2 songs. I sang "Hopelessly Devoted."
Beautiful.
They had the backing track to that. But as we were there, the backing track didn't work for "I Will Always Love You."
Yeah, nice.
And they had a live band there, and so on the spot, I was just like, "Oh, are you able to play this?"
What amazing resilience from you.
For me, and they were like, "Yeah, of course, we know the song," and so it just sounded even better with the live band.
Do you
behind
prefer
me.
to be with a live band? Is that what you like, or you'll stand and deliver? We've seen that on Instagram. You do stand and deliver your songs, but do you also like an accompaniment?
I love live bands.
Music. Yeah.
I also do at school. I'm in a rock band.
I was going to ask, do you play any instruments, or is your instrument just your voice?
At the moment, my instrument's just my voice.
Well, it's not just your voice, because your voice is amazing.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm hoping to maybe if I have the time to learn. Well, I have a guitar at home, piano, but I I don't play it. They're just at home for, for show.
Yeah.
But
you
one day,
obviously want to pursue music as your passion.
Yes.
So you mentioned before, which jogged my memory, Hopelessly Devoted is obviously by Olivia Newton-John. Now, you performed that at the Rockingham Lions Community Fair. I was actually sitting over with the ladies from Cycling Without Age, and they all jumped up because they were like, it's Olivia. And they said you sounded absolutely amazing. They really enjoyed your performances.
Thank you.
You must get that a lot.
Yeah, actually, when I was there at the Lions Festival in Rockingham, there was actually, everyone is so lovely. I met like lots of people, and I've gotten DMs from people telling me that they loved my singing, and there was these two lovely old couple, and they came up to me. One of them asked, can I have your autograph? And it was so cute. And just they were telling me about how they have relatives in London in musical theatre, and they were just so lovely.
Connecting with you.
Yes. It made my day, definitely.
This is where I'm going to ask your mum. Obviously, she said people are DMing her now. Because a lot of her profile is online, do you feel as a parent like that's tricky waters, isn't it? And how do you somehow manage that as well with her?
Yes, so we actually manage it together.
Okay.
Because sometimes you do get DMs that are not appropriate.
Yeah.
That's just putting yourself out there on social media. That's the
part and parcel.
Part and parcel of what it is now. So a lot of that I can filter so that she won't.
So do you get to it first then?
I get
then
to
delete,
it first,
or?
but I do discuss it with her.
Yeah.
And the great thing is that you can block people, or you can
And it's important to have that conversation as well. I think things come up and that allows you to open an avenue of conversation with your teenager, and then it informs them and arms them for when they're out in the world by themselves.
Yeah,
especially in the career of choice that you are pursuing, because how much influence has social media and things like that played in you becoming an artist?
Definitely a lot. You definitely...
Is there, what are the positives for you?
I think the positives is there's a lot of nice people that write on your page, nice comments, and
you're being seen by a wider community, aren't you?
There is someone in America who runs I think it's called Super Hot Vocals, and he's always been supportive. He posts young artists, supporting young artists on his page for free. And
been on quite a few
times. He's very, very supportive of young artists, definitely.
And so can I ask, who's inspired you? What concerts do you want to attend? What singers are the singers that you go, I want to be like them?
You like a little bit of old school, don't you?
I do,
You're a bit of a celebration of the older voice, aren't you?
When I was growing up, I actually collect CDs. I'm a bit of a...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have heaps of CDs. I have a tape player and a CD player at home. That I obviously stole off my mum and dad and my
the history of music.
Yes. When I was growing up, I had a little stereo, and my first ever CD was something like Ariana Grande, and I used to love Ariana Grande when I was growing up. But then I also loved Whitney Houston because Mum used to show me Whitney Houston singing, and then Mariah Carey as well. When I was younger, I used to sing...
The big voices.
I used to sing a lot of Whitney Houston songs when I was growing up, and I never really liked popular... I never really liked the things that were, popular.
Well, it's a lot of rap music these days.
Yes.
A lot
All
of
the
rap
kids
music.
these days.
All the kids.
My parents called them sprinkler music. Yeah, my brother listens to a lot of rap. A lot of it is good, though, hip-hop,
Do you challenge yourself now? Because
takes some skill, doesn't it?
You do tend to go for the bigger voices, but have you tried another genre of music and experimented with that?
The Fugees.
Fugees.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always testing your voice and things.
Yeah, when I was younger, I always used to try like the harder songs. I don't know why. They just really...
Because they sounded good and you wanted to be that good.
I loved that. Yeah. I just loved the sound of the songs.
Can I ask, do you have this is going to be a question for you too. Do you have a cleaning song? Like when I was little, it was always Bon Jovi. A cleaning song. That you all belt out, because I'm one of 5 daughters, and so we'd all have to clean the house together. Yes. Is there a song in your house that's like a cleaning song?
I think it changes a lot.
Still Bon Jovi for me.
I don't associate music with cleaning.
Do you make when you got a music
Dancing
when you got a song going?
It makes shower songs.
Yeah,
shower
songs.
Yes. I think because the acoustics in the bathroom are spot
and the
on.
steam opens up your nasal resonators.
Yes.
Look at you with your lingo. Did you hear that?
Clever.
Nasal resonators.
I mean, my dad, when he's like working as well, so if we're cleaning the house and Dad's working, he listens to like Evanescence.
Yeah, okay.
He loves Evanescence.
Yeah. Do you sing as a family? Do you sing together?
Mum used to sing when she was younger, but she never had lessons.
You should get them now.
She should, honestly,
she
should.
I can feel a duo coming on.
No. My brother sings in the shower. I mean, as we all do.
Yeah.
And
isn't it one of the keys to happiness is singing in the shower?
In the shower. I sing in the shower all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if I have something coming up, gigs, performances, opportunities. Yeah. Just whatever.
I wanted to ask you, because I did notice you sung a big song on your Instagram, and then the artist actually contacted you. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that story? Because I love it.
Tina Arena.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like fangirling and I didn't even sing.
To sing someone else's song and then have them reach out to you, did that give you the chills? What was your moment like when you saw that?
I think when I saw that, it kind of gave me a little...
Did you squeal? I would have squealed.
Yeah, my dad squealed too. We all squealed as a family.
Of course the dad squealed.
And then we told Nonna. Nonna was like, oh my God, it's Tina Arena. Yeah. Definitely it kind of gave me more like self-belief to kind of keep going and doing what I do.
So just hang on, I'm going to ask, does Tina Arena write her own songs? Because if she wrote it...
I'm in chains.
I don't know. But if she wrote it and then had you sing it and go, wow, something I've written, I'm going to have to find that out now, because that's even more cool. Yeah. If she's written it and I'm going to find it out right now.
Yeah, so I think...
she wrote. She actually wrote. You sing it better than I do, Bella.
Yes,
Bella.
And she said, "Stay in school first."
Yeah, stay in school first, which I thought was very good advice. Her parents' advice, wasn't it? She was like, "Yep, I love you, but be a good kid, stay in school, finish first." Yeah. But you are going to, because you believe in kind of the passion of sharing music, so you want to actually go on and teach, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I think. There's a lot of things that people don't know about singing and like technique. Technique is a big thing with singing that not a lot of people know is actually important. To be able to teach that would be really great, to give someone that knowledge of,
uncover the next superstar,
protect your voice, and how the voice actually works and what you're doing. Say if you like strain your voice, how to fix it, or how to take care of yourself, because obviously if you have if you play an instrument and it breaks, you can just buy a new one, but with singing, like with singing, you can't buy a new voice. Like it's part of your body.
It's crazy how much consideration that goes into actually having your voice as an instrument. That's something, I'm not a singer, but it's something I've learned with my daughters, is really it's like so much thought has to go into it. And it's just, you just think, well, you're born with it, so you just use it. But no, it's not quite that easy.
You have to take care of yourself. Lots of hot teas when you perform.
And lack of dairy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you don't
really?
Dairy,
yeah, my dad always tells me off for eating dairy before I perform.
No chocolate?
No chocolate. Yeah, I think it also depends on what actually affects you. Like my teacher says, dairy is obviously, sometimes it does affect your voice, you like cough it up.
Yeah.
But it's different with everyone, I guess. For me, it's like butter, but like if I eat cheese, not so much, no. Yeah.
I actually just read I'm a fount of useless information.
And I love that about
the
you.
The harder the
sorry.
cheese, the less the lactose. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's your something new for the day. So that's possibly why.
Yeah.
Where can we see you performing soon?
Okay. Soon.
Well, maybe you could share that with us, and I could share that on my Instagram.
Yes.
But I see you got some paper. Tell me.
I got some paper notes. So this weekend, I'm performing at Elizabeth Quay Square from 11 till 2, and I have 2 sets on that day.
Amazing.
On Sunday, the 12th of November, in Rockingham Beach.
Rockingham Beach
I have
Cup.
I have 2 sets there, and next year I was at my school, Corpus Christi, which is an amazing music program. We started we're doing a musical this year, and the musical next year. Sorry,
but they started rehearsals.
Yep.
And we're doing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, yay! That's so exciting. That's a Disney film. That's really cool.
You've got a drama teacher here.
Prior to mine. Yes.
So I've got the lead as Truly Scrumptious in that, and so it's going to be April next year.
Fantastic.
What's great about it is that our school is a K-12 school.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. So is all of them?
Pardon?
Is it all the year groups?
Yeah. Yes. So it's from...
Oh, that's awesome.
That's ranges from... we got the youngest actors from year 4 all the way up to year 12. It's our first K-12 musical, actually.
So who's coordinating that then? Who's the director of that?
The director are Kelly, Mrs. Kelly, Melissa Kelly, and Mrs. Palmer.
There's lots of people.
Mr.
people
Pinkham's doing the music.
I mean, to go into a stage show, you've got backstage, you've got costumes, so much effort, and I would imagine Corpus Christi take it very, very serious.
Yes.
How much training are you going to have to do with that? And can you add that in your already busy schedule? Where will you fit that in?
Well, we do Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I got the rehearsal after school today from 3:30 to 5:30, blocking and running through songs and everything.
And are you local to Corpus Christi then? Or are you local to here?
We're about 10 minutes
away.
So it's not too
bad. Yeah,
that's local.
Yeah,
but definitely Corpus has got an
amazing,
really great music program. I have a scholarship there as well, and so I get to perform at the music nights.
And tonight, actually,
singing. So they my school asked me to do a 2 songs for their sports awards, and I'm doing One Moment at a Time, Whitney Houston, and Stronger, Kelly Clarkson.
You see a lot of kids, and sure you can probably answer this, they go out and they get jobs, around her age, they balance school life and jobs. For her, she's building a career whilst at school too. How beneficial is it, for her mental health, because she's pursuing something that she loves? Do you feel that?
Yeah. Well, Giselle's always said, can I get a job? I said, what do you mean? Where are you going to fit that in?
Yeah.
The opportunity to have gigs on the weekends are a really good experience for her. And, mental health-wise, look, I've always said to her, if at any time you don't love what you're doing, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those parents that are I've spent all this money on you and you've got to. Yeah, that's right. So all the way along, I've pretty much said, if you don't like this anymore, then you don't have to do it. So, that happened with dancing at one stage, but I think she's going to have to pick up a dance class next year.
I'm definitely going to have to pick up a dance class.
Well, for your performance on stage, I would imagine you would. And knowing you, I know how professional you are and how much you do train with your voice. I can only imagine your presence on stage, you want to perfect it.
Yeah, so that's something that I don't really have a strength in, is dancing, because I obviously started young, but then I stopped to do singing because I realised that was what I wanted to do. So I definitely have to take up a dance class, because I know that I probably need it for movement on stage, and a lot of things.
It's encouraged, isn't it? And it adds to that element of performance.
Definitely.
You've got to be that triple threat these days. Or
you do, triple threats,
What advice would you give? We are full in the junior sections for Breakthrough. Couldn't take any more people, unfortunately, because on the Heat 3 is the juniors at Stocklands. What kind of advice would you give a lot of these kids that are going to perform? Because there are a lot of nervous kids out there that are ready to take the stage for Breakthrough. If anyone doesn't know me, they'll know that I'm talking about Breakthrough all the time because it's an opportunity for young artists like you to get a platform. What advice would you give some of these kids?
I would definitely say give it a go because it's an awesome competition. People are lovely and very supportive and encouraging. If that's what you want to do, just go for it. Like
you got to put yourself out there.
Got to put yourself out there, of course. If that's what you love and do what you love and do.
Yeah.
Do it.
And did you find you built connections, obviously, with some of the other artists?
Yes.
Not only that, I know you follow some of the other artists that were on Breakthrough and they follow you.
Yes.
That's a nice little connection and friendships that you grow within the kind of music industry, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You make lots of friends, of course, and because obviously you're all in it together and you can bond on the fact that you all love music, and the judges as well, they've got really good advice. They gave me really good advice and feedback that can also help. Yeah.
Well, we wish you well, very well. I'm obviously going to be at the Beach Cup, so I'm looking forward to watching you at the Beach Cup because I think
I'm going to be there too, actually. I think I've got a...
You're going to have a massive crowd there to be able to perform to. You get the thrill of when there's a big crowd.
Yeah, I do.
Australia Day was actually really awesome as well.
Australia Day was lovely, yeah. It was amazing. Lots of people, they were just dancing and singing along to my songs that I chose and stuff. Yeah,
beautiful.
It was lovely.
Well, I'm beaming because you're beaming, so...
you see the passion come through. It's beautiful. We're
going to put where Giselle is on my Facebook page. Support local musicians. Come down to Breakthrough as well. Starts not this Friday, next Friday. We've got 10 bands obviously competing on the Friday night at the Rockingham Youth Centre, followed up by the seniors at the Channel 7 Beach Cup. Great platform for them there. Then after that, we've got the juniors at Stocklands Baldivis. Thanks to Stocklands Baldivis, who are always a great venue for our young performers. And then the final is brought back to the Rockingham Youth Centre, where we will see who will win this year's, but not only follow some young artists as they take the same journey as you did and get opportunities within our community to grow and showcase their skills and shine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish I had half the talent that some of these kids do. But that's all right. I'll just talk about it.
Yeah. Share it.
Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in.
Me here.
Thank you. You've got a fan in us.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
We're going to listen to a little bit of our supporters here on IPL Radio. If you want to become a supporter of IPL, get in touch. We are a not-for-profit organisation sitting here just talking about our community and making sure that Act, Belong, Commit message is sent out to everyone. But before you act, you actually need the information, and that's why we're sitting in the chair today. So contact us. We're nice people.